Yeah, I think all of them, obviously have work to do. Buckner, Pine, Cone, but there's takeaways, right? I don't think that anybody went into this game expecting one guy to dominate in this game. We knew that there were some things to work on because you don't have a full rotation of the players that you want. Your offensive line is split up, your running backs are split up, your receivers are split up. So, you're not putting your quarterbacks in the best of situations. We want to see decision making. We want to see management of the game. We want to see how the quarterbacks handle themselves in the pocket, out of the pocket, what kind of throws they're making, on-platform throws, some of the things that they need to work on. So we tried to be, and Tommy did a great job, I thought, of giving them all the varied throws that we put in so we can continue to help them grow and develop. But all in all, I think all of them did a fine job of what we asked them to do in this format. Yeah, Tim, I mean, it's a question that we ask ourselves every day in their evaluation, and I think we're like everybody else. We're focused squarely on getting the best five together, and the way to do that is put them in tough situations. Today was a tough situation for them. Today we could have made it a lot easier for Rocco and Blake and Dylan Gibbons snapping for the first time. We could have made it really easy, but that wouldn't have been the best thing for this football team moving forward. So assessing that critically would be today saying that we got work to do, but we're going to get there. And having days like today allow us to not fool ourselves into saying, we're this finished product. We've got work to do. Today allows us to evaluate much more clearly about where we need to go to be a championship football team. So I as I sit here right now and answering the question, and it's a good question, we ask it every day. And as we watch this film, we'll continue to ask the question, where does Jared Patterson play? Is he a tackle? Is he a guard? Is he a center? All those things yet to be determined as we kind of put this offensive line together. Yeah, so the way that I see things right now is that we're a good team, and good teams are not good enough. We want to be a great team. Good teams don't win a national championship. You need to be a great team. And so how do we get from good to great? And that's, that's where we are in this process. We can put enough good players out there to have a good football team. But nobody around here is interested in good. We want to be great. So, getting that to go from good to great is the process that we're in, and that's what we're seeking in this offseason. So this isn't about, oh my God, how are we going to get a football team together that's representative of, the standards of Notre Dame? Well, standards are pretty high. We've been in the playoffs 2 out of the last 3 years, so we got a pretty good football team. It's not good enough right now, and we know the things that we have to work on if we want to, put ourselves back in contention. As it relates to Tyler Buckner, look, I will say this right now: he had a good spring game, and he did some really good things. But it's going to take some time for him to continue to develop, and we'll put him in competitive situations. And as it relates to the quarterback position, it is going to be scrutinized, and it should be, right? This is Notre Dame. I mean, it should be. Look, Ian Book's the all-time winningest quarterback in the history of Notre Dame, and he got scrutinized every week. So it's fair to scrutinize this position each and every week. We do that too. It's our job to put the best player out there. And if it's Pine, if it's Buckner, if it's Cone, that's what we need to do. So we've got to find a way to develop the quarterback at Notre Dame to be ready to play. And I don't know that all three can get equal reps in answering your question to see that happens. So something will have to give along the way as this continues to unfold when we go into camp.